Yep, I made it to the Mecca. This is a gas station, and this is the best barbecue in Kansas City. It was originally called Oklahoma Joe's when I was here 10 years ago. I used to work and live here in Kansas City, and Oklahoma Joe's was a staple. Well, I guess for branding purposes, because they weren't in Oklahoma, they started calling it Joe's Kansas City. But to me, it's always Okie Joe's. Joe's was always a Kansas City institution, but you see, Bourdain wrote a piece in 2011 about the 13 places you must eat before you die. And wouldn't you know it, number 13 was Joe's. Now, Bourdain's not wrong. I mean, he's the master. But a local favorite in Kansas City became a bug zapper for tourists. And now, Joe's popularity has exploded. So Bourdain wrote about the ribs and the burn ends, which are awesome, don't get me wrong. But my signature order at a gas station is pulled pork on Texas toast. It's the best I've ever had. When I first came here and they said, yeah, the best barbecue's at a gas station, I was like, wait, what? They were not wrong. The line is usually out the door. I am here pretty early. It's just after 11 a.m. There's something about the toxic fumes here at the gas station that makes the barbecue taste even more special. So far, I'll end up making the turn at about 20 minutes. Not too bad, actually. I've waited this line for about an hour before. So, all told, that's a pretty good time. If you hit the line inside the door, that's a good day. That's a real good day. And if you hit the line with there's less than 10 people in here, jackpot. Basically, you might as well go play the lottery. You're the luckiest man on earth.
How you doing?
Good. You dining in?
Yes.
All right, go ahead.
Regular pulled pork on Texas toast,
Toast down.
side of spicy slaw, side of red beans and rice.
That's all for here, right?
Yes, sir.
Anything else for you?
That's it.
Have a good day.
Thank you.
Pork on toast, red beans, spicy slaw. Spicy and a red bean. We got 2 Z1 fried and a pork on toast, spicy red bean.
One of my favorite beers in the world. Boulevard Wheat, Kansas City brewed. Love it. Plastic cup. Best. I compare Kansas City barbecue to the greatest pitching rotation of all time. Other cities have 1 or 2 great barbecue joints, but in Kansas City, there is a depth. You have an ace every time out. You could go to 10 different places, and 10 different places you could get the greatest burn ends, the greatest ribs, the greatest pulled pork, the greatest brisket. Whatever it is that you love, that's what makes Kansas City so devastating as a barbecue city. You know, their farm team also is outrageous because everybody is an amateur barbecue artist. You try some people's barbecue at the American Royal, tailgating for a Chiefs game, you pull over side of the road, middle of nowhere, little shack, you'll be like, this is unbelievable. There is just such a wealth of talent. Red beans and rice, so underrated as a side. The slaw goes on the pulled pork. This pulled pork is the best pulled pork I've ever had. It is so tender. It is so juicy. It is so delicious. And then you add it to a buttery Texas toast. If I appear like I'm looking out into space, contemplating the meaning of life, is because this sandwich will make you do that. I used to live on this sandwich. That gas station taste you get. Heaven. Pig heaven. Pigs look so gross, but they're so tasty. The Mecca never disappoints. I did my show this morning. I didn't have any breakfast. This technically is my breakfast, which I feel really good about.
14 years after coming here for the first time, the sandwich is still perfection.
Never disappoints. What's also amazing is that it feels like the area around here is slightly more gentrified. I think there's an Oklahoma Joe's effect. This is like Jordan in the 90s. There was a Jordan effect where just by playing against Michael Jordan, you elevated your own celebrity. Everything that Jordan touched turned to gold, and understandably so. Was that good?